Hi everybody, Cameron Eden here, and we want to welcome you to Oak Life's brand new property.
Yes, it doesn't look like much yet, but this is where we are going to be building Oak Life's permanent facility. This piece of land is actually a pretty decent size. It was given to us by Love in Action Children's Home. These two organizations have really been working well together and building a symbiosis over the years. Everything that's developed at Oak Life, the research that we do and the systems that we build are implemented at Love in Action. And then also, Oak Life is informed in terms of what we're writing, our curriculum, how we teach students. We're informed by the things that we see and learn at Love in Action Children's Home. And so this relationship just makes it's been a godsend. And Love in Action had a piece of land that they hadn't used in over a decade. And so this is where we are going to be building Oak Life. We are going to be building housing for our students, housing for our missionaries, missions trips. We're gonna have a nice big kitchen and patio area and a really beautiful living room to receive orphanage teams that really feels like home. Right? And that's the whole idea behind Oak Life is we're training orphanage workers and orphanage teams on how to be a family to the children that they're raising, and we want Oak Life to reflect that. But how did we get to this place where now this is the conversation that we're having of building and creating something, a structure like this?
So in 2018, Cam and I started Oak Life out of our living room and needed a different space, of course. And so we found a property that had an apartment and an unfinished apartment and a nice big living space. And that has been perfect for what Oak Life has needed so far. But now with the connections, the relationships that we have with not only churches and universities, but orphanages,
the government,
we have a much greater need now, and especially for office space. We have employees.
Growing staff.
Yeah, we have a growing staff and employees that are in this area that work with us, and we need a place for them too.
Yeah, we're currently all sharing one office room. It's a little cramped sometimes.
But that is Oak Life's need right now, and this property is just that.
What's really cool about this, what are the first steps, right? Again, God has just been absolutely all over this. And before we could even start thinking about what it was that we needed, I actually posted on Facebook, looking for recommendations of contractors because I just wanted to find someone to talk to about where to start with all of this building process. And I was, this man reached out to me saying, hey, we need to get in touch, we want to work with you. And it ended up being an architecture professor from the largest private tech university in the country. This is the Tec de Monterrey, and they are now partnering with Oak Life to have all of their architecture students and professors design what Oak Life is going to look like. So we've started on meetings with them, projects with them to workshop exactly what it is that we need, how we want it to feel, and how the building is going to reflect Oak Life's values and the vision that we're casting into the alternative childcare space. So that relationship is just, it came out of nowhere. Like it's absolutely from God. So everyone that needs to participate in this project is being called to participate in this project, including the kids themselves.
Yeah. So one of the coolest parts of working with Tec de Monterrey is that they want to involve the girls from Love in Action's Children's Home. And it's just such an amazing opportunity. They are working alongside them to help them understand what Oak Life is and how it will impact the community, not just right now, but in the future, how Oak Life and what we do is going to change the world even, and how it could do that. So the girls learning about that, and also just helping the design, build the design, like dream of what this could be. The students are going to bring the ideas of the girls to life as they create our blueprints for Oak Life, and they get to see it and really just be a part of it all. And so yeah, this is just such an amazing opportunity for Love in Action as well.
It really is. We could not have imagined this any better, right?
Yeah.
That the girls that we have worked with for so long are now going to be involved with these architecture students in designing what Oak Life needs to look like. The fact that they get a seat at the table to say, this is how the world has impacted us negatively, and we see how Oak Life fits into this picture to solve this issue for children in the future. And they're gonna be playing with Legos, they're gonna be learning little math, geometry to plot out the land. It's such a cool opportunity for them to get to be a part of this process, and it's God. We could not have thought of anything better. So God is all over this, and we want you to be as well. So thank you for following us in this story. The blueprints and everything that the Tec de Monterrey is doing is going to be presented in June. So you all will probably get to see some of what those designs look like. They're going to be making videos and 3D models of different variations of what Oak Life could be. And so we want to take you guys on this journey with us of building this campus, building a place where orphanage directors and people who want to come into orphan care can come and feel comfortable to put down their barriers and say, this is what's hard for me, this is what I don't know, this is what my traumas are from the past, and give Oak Life the space to empower them to work with children in a way that is holistic and is going to build them into oaks of righteousness. One last thing, this property does not have an oak tree, but it has one massive evergreen tree. We're still not entirely sure what type it is, but we're gonna pretend it's an oak for the time being. But yes, we want these kids to be built into oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of His splendor. And the Lord is making it happen because this is His plan. And so we're glad you're with us, and be watching for more videos from us as we pray over the property, design the property, and bring it to life. And maybe you even want to come down on a missions trip to help build some of this in the future. We'll be opening the doors to that opportunity very, very soon. So stay tuned.